Hi everyone. So today I'm doing a little bit of a deeper video. I decided to do a video instead of a blog because sometimes words can be misinterpreted without facial expressions and vocals and everything. So I figured video's the best. So this one is about Mother's Day, and it's a really big holiday. Number one day for flower sales because mothers love flowers. Um, But I really did some self-discovery this year, and Mother's Day right now is my least favorite holiday, which that's why I want to do a video about this, not a blog, because that sounds really bad. But I will explain why. Mother's Day brings up a lot of emotions for me. Not because I had a bad mom, because my mom, she's the best mom in the world. Do you all think you have good moms? You don't have my mom. She number one. She fine. So it's not that I had a bad mom. It's that we celebrate mothers, and that's the one thing it gets to me having Turner syndrome, as I explained, which means I'll never biologically be able to have a kid. It's just, to me, it's just a symbol of my failure, like not being able to do the one thing a female should be able to do, like that makes us different from males, like that's one of the main stereotypes of what makes male different from female, what splits them apart. So it's really hard seeing all the lovely little kids walking around saying Happy Mother's Day and celebrating something that for the longest time I felt like, even though if I could adopt or whatnot, I felt like I would never be a mom. Like I just felt that's okay, that sounds bad. I just felt disappointed myself. I felt like a failure. And so to me, Mother's Day is, I love to celebrate it because my mom deserves more than I could ever give her for everything she's ever done for me. It's beyond insane. But like I was sitting in church sermon and we're talking about how amazing mothers are and how all this stuff and doing a sermon about it. And he did a really good job saying about how society expects mothers to be Wonder Woman when they can't be. They're human. Love them as they are because they're amazing just as they are, no matter what flaws they have, because we're all gonna have flaws. But it sounds bad, but I legitimately shed a few tears, which thank goodness there wasn't anyone really around them paying attention because they're all paying attention to the sermon. But it's just for those that don't really think about it, Mother's Day seems like something that's such a big celebration, because it is, because being a mother is amazing and it's hard work. Obviously, I can't like first person testimony to that, but like me taking care of kids and helping with kids, like that's hard work, let alone being a full-time like caregiver mom, like that's crazy. But we don't realize that some of the holidays we have can have a lot of hurt. My biggest dream it was even over being married, was having my own kids, making a little me. Felt like I could give something back to the earth, like a beautiful child. Like I was doing something halfway right. Even before I knew, like, really got the concept of love, like I wanted a kid, I wanted to be a mom, like since I understood what mom was, like. And so I think, I mean, that's even the same thing with like Valentine's Day or Father's Day. Like, you don't realize that sometimes those holidays that seem so joyful can be pain for other people. Like even Christmas, like maybe someone lost a loved one around Christmas or on Christmas, and it's really hard for them. But we don't think about that. We're so like, so just taking the time to realize those things. I know that seems very weak, but I've always felt that me having a child is the greatest thing I could ever do, and like make me not a failure. Like because I made a lot of mistakes in my life. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the best decision maker or role model. I've had a very interesting life, but I think, sorry for the noise. It's my dog sleeping literally right here. But not being able to have that, like, especially with how many people are having kids nowadays, so many, and there's a lot more unplanned pregnancies happening like nowadays, and so like being around that, like there's so many people in my life, and I've talked to other people about it too. Especially around my age, like they're like people popping out babies left and right, like boom, 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 like it's crazy. Everybody I know is pregnant. Everybody and their mother is pregnant. Either that or getting married, one of the two. But I can't complain about that because I'm getting married. But besides the point, it's not about that. And I just kind of realized lately, like with Mother's Day and how everybody I know has been having a baby and talking about baby names and baby showers. I had to plan a baby shower for my friend, which she didn't say, hey, plan it. I offered to plan it because I love her and I love planning. That's why I originally wanted to be an event planner with my life. Like, so I was happy to do it, but it's just everything just kind of came crashing down. And I kind of realized on Mother's Day in church when I finally started crying that I was like, why am I crying? Like, what is wrong with me? And I at first felt bad, like, what the hell? And then I realized, like, because I'm finally letting go of all that emotion that's been building up of being ashamed. Because, like, when I was 16, I was told I'd never be able to have kids. I hid my emotion and bottled it up, and it was one of the things that my eating disorder helped kind of relieve. My eating disorder helped kind of relieve all the pain I was feeling from my Turner syndrome. But I realized when I was crying on the surface, like, I still have not fully healed from that. Like, yeah, there's adoption, and if my body can handle it, can have an egg donator where they take like sperm and someone else's egg and put it in me. But that's one, very costly, but two, it's very not reliable because who knows if that actually is gonna create a baby and like gonna actually work right. And two, three, very big one because of how my body is. My body will even be able to carry the baby. There's a big chance that one, the egg and the sperm won't actually create a baby, and two, I could have a miscarriage or stillbirth, very highly because of my health and my internal everything. So yeah, that too. So like I said, like I realized I was like, I never fully forgave myself for feeling like such a failure, and I think that's one thing I want to raise awareness. Like I've been raising awareness for eating disorders, but I wanted to do these last couple videos about Turner syndrome because it's such a big thing, and I believe it's like 10% of females actually have this, and it's like it's a real thing, and people don't realize. Like we were actually talking in class about how like some people say like man and man or woman and woman shouldn't be together because they can't have a kid biologically, but then what about me? I'm a female and I'm heterosexual, but I can't biologically do nothing. My body's like, screw you, bye bye. Okay, cool. But I think it's to realize like this is a real thing, and I feel like it's because I didn't even know what it was. Like when they tested me for it when I was 16, I was like they put me in this room, literally, in Iowa City, put me in this room with this doctor. This doctor obviously has a doctorate degree, and he spat out things and was like, boom, 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 this is what's going on, this is what the deal is. And I was like, in 16, finding out my biggest dream was wrecked. I was in no state to listen to such things and to understand or to care about such things. I was just so distraught. So I literally took in nothing. I just pretended it didn't even happen. I was like trying to ignore the problem because I didn't want to have to admit that I just failed. And that's what I felt. So that's why I didn't take the estrogen I was supposed to. I didn't care. I didn't take the calcium. I just didn't care. I didn't look into it anymore. I just stopped going after the estrogen they gave me at that appointment. I just was like, okay, bye. Because I didn't want to deal with the issue because it was too painful. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. I know a lot of people who tell me, oh, you're so lucky. You don't have to deal with periods. You don't have to deal with birth control. Man, you riding on cloud nine. Like, that's a perfect setup. And I look at them. And I'm like, but I don't get to have a kid. I know this sounds bad because you have adoption. And we're going to try egg donation, but obviously if that doesn't work, we're definitely going to do adoption. And I'm definitely okay with that. And Blake is hella okay with that. And we're going to love that kid no matter what. But they don't realize how much humiliation is felt by not being able to do. I was so embarrassed at stuff like, yeah, we're going to have to do things a little differently if you want a kid that's biologically half yours. And the Lord blessed me in ways beyond measure by giving me a guy who didn't care. Blake said, we would do whatever works. If adoption is what has to happen and I don't get a kid that's biologically half mine, that's what has to happen. I cried when that happened too because that's God sent to have someone who's so understanding. Because some people, they're like, what? I want a kid that's half mine. Like, I want to leave behind a legacy. So, it's just the emotions that's felt behind that is very. So Mother's Day, I don't think people realize, and it can be painful for people. I came home after Mother's Day celebration and sat cuddling with my dog and my fiance watching comedy, trying to not cry because I was so just kind of a wreck. So that's one thing. Mother's Day is meant to be something beautiful, and it is, because mothers are they are literally Wonder Woman no matter what. Like, they're Wonder Woman. They really are with all they do. But it's realizing that there's others out there who that just brings pain to them. Because Turner syndrome is a real thing. And it can really get you. Make you feel useless, pathetic, undesirable. Make you feel basically, honestly, like you have no purpose. Like, what is my life? So just wanted to do a video about that because I think it's really something meaningful to me. And to raise awareness, like I said, because Turner syndrome is not something that's thought of often. So thank you for watching. Love you all.